Hare Krishna. In God's creation, there is so much variety and diversity. There are no two trees that look the same. Every tree is different. There is variety, there is diversity. If you look at even two sand particles, they are not the same. Everything is different in God's creation. And that is the beauty of God and His creation. That He can create so many artistic wonders, each one unique than the other. But how do we find unity amidst this diversity? That is the question. Abdul Kalam, who is the ex-president of India, he explains in his autobiography, the first time when he went from Rameshwaram to Delhi, he was taking this long train journey, and in this train journey, he observed that every 6 hours, 10 hours, the entire culture of the country would change. The way people would look, the way people would dress, their languages, their customs, everything would change. And by the time he reached Delhi, he found out that India is a place where there is so much diversity. But the question is, how do we remain united amidst all this diversity? So we need to understand that only when we connect to that essence which is common within all of us, we can remain united. So Krishna explains in the Gita, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshana. So he explains that who is a knowledgeable person? One who sees that spirit soul, that divine spirit, that part and parcel of God within everyone. Whether the body is that of a Brahmana, of that of a cow, an elephant, he sees that equality. So on the bodily platform, there may be so many differences. Everyone has different styles, different dresses, but then we need to connect to that common essence within all of us. So on the bodily level, there cannot be equality, but on the spiritual level, there can definitely be equality. Radhanath Swami Maharaj, one time he was giving a seminar to a college students, and this was a college of chartered accountants. After the class, one boy raised up his hand and told Radhanath Swami in a very challenging mood, whatever you have spoken, everything is useless. Because what if everyone in the world becomes a sannyasi like you? Who will grow the food? Who will manage the government? Who will run the show? So whatever you are speaking is useless. So Radhanath Maharaj took a pause, he prayed to God and then gave an answer. He said, if everyone becomes a chartered accountant like you, then who will grow the food? Who will run the government? So therefore, we need everyone. Just like we have chartered accountants who are important, we need sannyasis also in this society who can guide society. So therefore, we need to understand that everyone has a role to play. Like a head has a role to play, the hands have a role to play, the legs have a role to play. Similarly, even in the social structure, everyone has a certain role to play, but along with that role, when one understands that we are doing this role for pleasing God, samsiddhir haritoshanam, to satisfy God. So when you keep God in the center, then there can be unity. So we find in the pages of the Mahabharata, the 5 Pandavas, even though all of them had different tastes, different likings, and many times even different opinions, but they all united on one principle of serving Krishna, serving God. So unity can happen only when there is that common principle of God in the center. Therefore in English we have the saying, a family that prays together stays together. So if you want unity, we need to bring God in the center. Radhanath Swami Maharaj in his journey home writes a very interesting story. One time when he was in Patna in the 1970s, he came across a person called Narayan Prasad, a very staunch Hindu. But the most interesting thing was his best friend was a Muslim by the name Muhammad. And every evening Narayan Prasad and Muhammad would meet together and discuss the Gita and the Quran. So one day Radhanath Swami asked Narayan Prasad, in a land where Muslims and Hindus keep fighting for generations together, how is it that you being a Hindu and Muhammad being a Muslim are best friends? So Narayan Prasad gave a very beautiful answer. This is an answer which we can meditate on. He said, a dog can recognize its master even if the master comes in different dresses. Whether he comes in formals, whether he comes in informals, in a swimming suit, the dog can recognize its master. Similarly, if we cannot recognize God who comes in different dresses, in different customs, in different religions, then we are worse than dogs. So therefore, unity is only possible when we have God in the center. Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, who was a very senior disciple of Srila Prabhupada, one time he was inaugurating a temple, Radha Krishna temple in Africa, and he had called very important government officials and ministers for this inauguration. And as he was taking these ministers and these officials around the temple, he showed them the different devotees. He said that this devotee is from America, this devotee is from Europe, this devotee is from India, this devotee is from China, and all of them stay together under one roof serving God. And Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said, this is real United Nations, because they are all united on that higher principle. Even though bodily everyone is different, everyone comes from different nations, different thought processes, different customs, but still there is unity because God is in the center. So therefore, if you want to celebrate unity in diversity, we need to bring God in our center. Just like when you make a beautiful garland for God, for Krishna, and in that garland you have different flowers, red color flower, yellow color flower, different flowers in different shapes. But if all that garland is made very beautifully, then that garland looks more wonderful on the Lord. So therefore, variety is there in God's creation, but we need to use that variety in the service of the Lord. So therefore, let us try to celebrate diversity and be united even amidst diversity by keeping God in the center. Hare Krishna.